Welcome, Johnnies, to this season's first episode of WRED-TV's Eye of the Storm. I'm Essian.
And I'm Joy McCrae.
We have the top stories from St. John's, and we are bringing them to you. This is the Eye of the Storm. On September 11th, Dr. Conrado Bobby Gempsa, members of the Board of Trustees, and select university administrators, faculty, and staff gathered at the University Club in Midtown Manhattan for a big announcement of a $10 million gift by SJU alumni Leslie and William Collins to the College of Professional Studies. William Collins, a child of immigrant parents, raised in Queens, spoke on how he was only able to attend St. John's University because of a scholarship awarded to him. With their generous gift, Leslie and William will be paying it forward by providing many grants for student scholarships. Both Leslie and Bill are extremely proud to have attended St. John's and are devoted to the St. John's Catholic and Vincentian mission to help those in need. Bill Collins stated, quote, "We are particularly pleased to be a part of recognizing the achievement, innovation, and growth of the College of Professional Studies," end quote. Following this announcement, the Board of Trustees unanimously approved the renaming of the college to the Leslie H. and William L. Collins College of Professional Studies. Some students and faculty have already begun referring to the college as CCPS. One or two are trying to get others to use LHWLCCPS. We at WRED-TV would like to say thank you to Leslie and William Collins.
This past summer, pharmacy student Amanda Murray and 21 other college students participated in a 4,000-mile run across the United States to raise cancer awareness. Amanda ran approximately 10 to 16 miles each day for 49 days straight. The marathon started in San Francisco, California, and ended in Baltimore, Maryland, and raised $6,000 for Ullman Foundation's adult cancer organization. Amanda stated, quote, "This was the perfect opportunity for me to run on behalf of people who do not have the ability to do so because they are affected by cancer," end quote. Amanda gained inspiration from her grandfather, her aunt, and her roommate, all of whom had battled with cancer. Her desire to help people is the thriving force behind her goals as becoming a pharmacist. Congratulations, Amanda, and best of luck on your studies.
In order to raise awareness of the reality of sexual abuse, the university's Sexual Violence Outreach, Awareness and Response Office, or SOAR, reached out to the university community this past Tuesday. Eye of the Storm's Alyssa DeLeo reported on this year's Take Back the Night rally and march. We will now send things over to her.
Hi, I'm Alyssa DeLeo here at the D'Angelo Center where the Take Back the Night Walk Against Sexual Assault is about to take place. Let's go talk to some students about their experience with this event. Hi, I'm here with
Isabella Ferrero
and
Jane Gonring.
can you please describe your experience tonight here at Take Back the Night?
So Take Back the Night is an event that our SOAR office runs. It's about sexual violence survivors taking back a night that should be our own, that we should feel safe at night and not feel like we're in danger all the time. We do it this early on in the school year because right now we're in the red zone. In the first 10-ish weeks of school, that's when the most sexual assaults happen on college campuses. So we do it this early just to kind of let people know that we're here for them and that they should feel safe on this campus. And they have a lot of people supporting them, and we are here for them.
I'm here with
Jeremy Cajas.
Can you describe the turnout tonight?
The turnout was pretty good. There's tons of people here watching the performers and the singers. It was a really nice event.
We're here representing the SOAR office, so that's the Office of Sexual Violence Outreach Awareness and Response. We're part of Student Affairs, and we host different trainings throughout the semester. We have bystander intervention training, affirmative consent training, and all different types of events like this one just to educate our students on sexual assault, how they can protect themselves, how they can protect their peers, and how they can just create a better campus environment.
This performance means a lot to us as a team because we do like to support every organization, and it was a great experience.
If you need to talk to anybody from SOAR, you can check the SOAR website, or you can call our confidential reporting number, which is on the SOAR website as well.
Another year of a successful turnout for this important event. It was great talking to students and hearing them voice their concerns on this important issue. I'm Alyssa DeLeo reporting for WRED-TV. Back to you in the studio.
The SOAR office offers a campus support advocate for any student has been a victim of sexual violence. If you are looking for a confidential resource, you can contact a campus support advocate by calling 718-990-8484.
In university news, the Clinical Health Professions faculty of St. John's was awarded the 2019 Scholarship for Excellence in Education by the National Association of Chain Drug Foundations. Associate Clinical Professor Maniscut Casignol led his team of pharmaceutical doctors and health professors in accepting the award on September 23rd. SJU's College of Pharmacy and Health Studies was one of 6 pharmacy schools nationwide to receive this incredible achievement. The $20,000 scholarship will support the university's mobile clinic, which will provide the immediate community with a connection to primary care resources. Serving as the director for the Center of Equity and Inclusion, Casignol aims the clinic's goals toward fostering a culturally sensitive and patient-centered approach to healthcare and prevention. The clinic will also provide services and education for drugs and alcohol abuse, medication, and mental health. While the program is currently in its developmental stages, they plan to launch this coming fall. Please make sure to access the mobile clinic for any physical or mental health needs throughout the year.
For those returning Johnnies who may not have noticed, St. John's had made a few sizable upgrades around campus over the summer. One of the most notable upgrades were the first and second floors of Marillac Hall. New windows were installed, upgraded technology, energy-efficient lights, and USB ports in the hallway. You now even have the ability to see who's using the room and for how long with touchscreen panels outside every doorway. The first floor of St. Augustine Hall also saw some changes. The turnstiles at the building's entrance have now been removed, transforming the lobby to CCPS and the library more welcoming. For those who love the peanut butter shakes at Red Mango, we're sorry to inform you that Red Mango is no longer with us. In its place, Einstein Brothers Bagels offers breakfast and lunch sandwiches, hot coffee, and of course, freshly baked bagels.
With the start of fall athletics, many of our Division I teams have gotten off to great starts. To elaborate more on Red Storm sports, let's pass the ball to Zafira Ali and Jalen Sampson with SportsWire.
Thanks, Jariah. I'm Zafira Ali.
And I'm Jalen Sampson.
And this is SportsWire, your home for all Red Storm sports. One of the most fun sports to follow so far has been the men's soccer team. After a hot start to their campaign, the St. John's Men's Soccer Club suffered its first loss of the season against number 25 Maryland. The score ended at 1-0 in overtime. This loss snaps the team's 7-game winning streak, the longest in school history to start a season. The Redbirds struggled to come ahead in a tight battle throughout the first half of the match. Goalkeeper Luca Gavrin held off many attacks from Maryland's forwards. He ultimately faced 12 shots on target, letting in the only goal of the match in second overtime. The attackers on St. John's end, despite 7 chances at a goal, were not able to connect to the back of the net. SJU looks to bounce back from the defeat Saturday, September 28th in Indianapolis against Butler. Tune in at 7 p.m. on Facebook Live for kickoff and support your St. John's Red Storm.
The women's volleyball team came out victorious in the 6th annual Jack Kaiser Classic in the Carnesecca Arena over the weekend of September 6th and 7th. This has been the 4th straight tournament win for the women's team. After facing defeat in Hawaii the weekend before, the team has come a long way, both emotionally and physically, to defeat their East Coast rivals in the Kaiser Classic. Winning a remarkable 9 consecutive sets, St. John's dominated their Big East competition of Canisius University, Columbia University, and finally, Howard University. Sophomore outside hitter from Greece, Efrosinia Alexakou, was awarded the title of MVP for her astonishing 35 kills throughout the tournament. In response to so much praise, Alexakou commented, quote, "I got the MVP because of the team," end quote. So much humility from such a young and aspiring star.
In more Big East developments, St. John's University President Conrado Bobby Gempisaw started his 3-year term as the Big East representative on the NCAA Division I Presidential Forum. The forum provides counsel on important challenges and opportunities facing college athletics. Earlier this month, Gempisaw stated that it is his privilege to represent St. John's and the Big East Conference on this committee. Big East Conference Commissioner Val Ackerman added that Gempisaw's knowledge base and experiences will be of tremendous value to the forum as it addresses student athletes. Gempisaw has over 30 years of academic and administrative leadership experience working for schools all across the country. We would like to say congratulations, President Gempisaw, for earning such a prodigious position.
Looking deeper into our university esports leagues, the St. John's University's Overwatch team won a jersey design contest run by Meta Threads, a well-known gaming apparel company. The Overwatch team submitted the design to the company and received free custom jerseys with their logos and designs featured. Over 20 teams entered the competition, but it was the idea surrounding our own Johnny the Thunderbird that won over the judges. The design features the school mascot sitting front and center, faded over a navy blue jersey with the gamer tag of each member on the back. After winning the competition, the team presented a custom jersey with the winning design to the president of our university, Conrado Bobby Gempisaw, who praised the team for its professionalism, teamwork, and overall success, both in the competition and as an esports team. If you would like to witness them in action, the Overwatch team holds pickup games on Wednesdays from 8 to 10 p.m. Join their Discord server for more information on how to get involved.
It's National Pediatric Cancer Month, and the 9th annual Dribble for the Cure took place throughout campus on St. John's Day of Service. Participants, including both men's and women's St. John's basketball teams, dribbled basketballs around a mile-long course ending at Carnesecca Arena. After crossing the finish line, participants and attendees got to enjoy a festival featuring games and refreshments, as well as St. John's cheerleaders and the band. The proceeds of the Dribble for the Cure go to the Pediatric Cancer Research Foundation. Their mission is to raise awareness for pediatric cancer and defeat cancer through cutting-edge research and treatments. Since its creation almost a decade ago, Dribble for the Cure has raised $500,000 and counting.
More in the SJU basketball, the Big East Conference schedule was released for the men's teams, and the Red Storm can look forward to opening their new season at home. They play against Mercer live at Carnesecca Arena on November 6th. The game will be aired on Fox Sports 1. Big East games resume for the Red Storm on New Year's Eve with another home game against the Butler Bulldogs. Conference play has been a struggle for the Johnnies for years, so they look forward to starting off their Big East campaign with a win in front of the home crowd. St. John's will host their first Madison Square Garden game on January 11th against the DePaul Blue Devils at noon. You can catch that game on the Fox Sports Network. Sports writing network SB Nation ranks the Red Storm 9th in the Big East headed into the season. And after finishing 21-13, the team looks to transition into a new beginning under new head coach Mike Anderson. We can't wait to see how this season will turn out.
That's this week's St. John's Sports Update. I'm Zafira Ali.
And I'm Jalen Sampson. This was Sports Wire. Back to Jariah and MM with more news.
Thank you, Zafira and Jalen, for such an in-depth analysis. Heading back into campus news, September 11th brought several lucky Johnnies a surprise visit from NBC's Tonight Show host, Jimmy Fallon. Accompanied by Michelin 4-star chef Eric Rapay, Fallon popped into Century Hall Suite 511 to show residents delicious dorm food recipes. The episode aired on Monday, September 16th, and featured several Johnnies, including sophomores Kenneth Carter and Elise Follick. Repay prepared several dishes such as ramen noodles with the bolognese sauce made from chopped hamburger meat, a Cheeto omelet, and an ice cream sandwich with melted M&Ms. Before leaving the shoot, Fallon offered some words of advice. Quote, "This is what you can do. You always have to be creative, always thinking of the next thing, always make things better," end quote. Be sure to watch this clip on YouTube under the page of The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon and see your new Celebrity Johnnies.
Returning our finger to the pulse of St. John's University President Bobby Gempsaw delivered his 5th annual State of the University address on Wednesday, September 18th. The speech was streamed to St. John's satellite campuses and touched upon issues in enrollment, retention, and plans for the future. While retention rates in recent years have been the high 70s, Gempsaw was happy to announce an 82% retention rate of first-year students, higher than the national average for private universities. Nevertheless, Gempsaw still announced his plans to improve this figure by enhancing incoming student engagement. As many of us here on the 4th floor have been happy to discover, Gempsaw also confirmed that the 3rd and 4th floors of Marillac will be renovated next summer. He also added how he was upset that the whole building could not be completed at once. Hopefully, such renovations breathe new life into our studio and offices here at WRED-TV. Thanks, Bobby.
Given the long hours that many college students devote to studying hard and running their clubs, it is also important to take a break, relax, and laugh. This past Wednesday, the Bad Astronauts Improv Club made that possible for many hardworking Johnnies. Now we bring you Quentin Hilaire updating us on their comedy showcase.
Good evening, everyone. This is Quentin Hilaire, and we are at St. John's University, Marillac Terrace, and we are here at the Bad Astronaut Improv Club comedy show. What made you introduce this comedy showcase?
So we did this comedy showcase to introduce the new kids on campus to improv and get them involved more. We also did some workshops beforehand to spread the word around.
Do you think this will be an annual event, or this is just a one-time thing?
I think we're either gonna do it like once a month or maybe like twice a semester, just to kind of open up an environment to have more comedy on campus.
Yeah, last year we did another showcase, but it was mostly stand-up and it was all the Bad Astronauts. This time we started to introduce people from outside of campus and alumni to do some bits for us.
What are the requirements to get into it?
There are no requirements. You really just have to be nice and have an available schedule.
That's basically pretty much. We audition every fall, so if you're nice and you have a flexible schedule, come out to auditions.
How can anybody keep in contact with you if they are interested in the program? What are the social media outlets, platforms that you guys use to keep in contact with your peoples?
So all of our social media is under the name at SJU Improv Club. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, right? We don't have a Pinterest, but we're thinking about it.
Okay. So this is Quentin Hilaire, and this is Eye of the Storm.
Quentin, for more happiness and laughter, be sure to keep up to date with the Bad Astronauts' many shows throughout the year.
Before wrapping up our show, we would like to end on a light-hearted note. We now go to Abby Molos with Sunny Side Up, bringing you the happier side of world news.
Thanks, MM. I'm Abby Molos with Sunny Side Up, here to share some recent stories that are sure to put a smile on your face. Last week, a Kentucky teacher from Tully Elementary School exceeded the call of duty as an educator and as a neighbor. While most of the school's 4th grade class had been preparing for the hike to the beautiful falls at Ohio State Park, one student, Ryan Neighbor, had been emotionally preparing to miss out on the field trip. The 10-year-old was born with a condition known as spinal bifida, which has bound her to a wheelchair for her entire life. Heartbroken over missing the event, an alternative trip was being arranged until elementary school teacher Jim Freeman offered his help. Freeman reached out to Ryan and her mother, offering to take the disabled student on his back. Using a specialized backpack, the student-teacher pair trekked across the park terrain. Ryan couldn't have had a better day. Shelley King, Ryan's mother, commented on Facebook, quote, "We are so blessed to have an entire school that is so compassionate and empathetic and never makes her feel left out," end quote. In a region in northern Kenya, a 5-month-old baby elephant was rescued by the Sheldrick Wildlife Trust back in 2005. They named the infant Loic after being nursed back to health. She spent her teen years with other orphaned and rescued elephants until she was old enough to be released back to the wild. Never forgetting her friends, she came back to visit frequently. But Loic's visit on September 1st was a special one. She had given birth and came off to show her baby calf. A staff member wrote that Loic, quote, "invited head keeper Benjamin to enjoy her newborn baby," end quote. How sweet is that? The staff member further wrote that, quote, "watching her heal, flourish, and transition to a wild, independent life again, and now see her transform into a mother is the ultimate affirmation of a job well done," end quote. Her calf, named Lily, is one of 31 recorded offspring to a rescued elephant. The new family is staying close due to the current dry season. The Sheldrick Wildlife Trust in Kenya was founded in 1977 and has successfully raised 247 orphans. Some of their projects include anti-poaching, protecting natural environments, and enhancing awareness. Our final story proves the common notion that students are truly the saviors of tomorrow. On Orcas Island in Washington State, dozens of volunteer students and community members run the Giving Garden. Once barren, the Giving Garden has produced more than 100 pounds of fresh produce for local schools and food banks. The first of its kind, the Giving Garden was built by All Hands on Deck, a nonprofit organization dedicated to building drought-tolerant and sustainable organic food sheds. They also teach local communities the permaculture principles of how to care for the earth. Their mission is to empower people in diverse communities and to address challenges caused by climate change, specifically water-related issues such as conservation and reducing waste. Alex Tomeo-Wolf, All Hands on Earth founder, said that the Giving Garden has just in 4 months, quote, turned a resource-greedy lawn into a non-till permaculture-based garden that feeds the community and benefits the earth, end quote. He hopes that it will be a model to inspire others to act. I hope these stories brighten your day and give you hope, and maybe even inspire you to contribute to your community as well. Back to you, Emma and Jariah.
Thank you, Abby, for those heartwarming anecdotes. That is all we have for you for this edition of Eye of the Storm. Like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notifications bell to stay up to date with all of WRED-TV's latest content and all of St. John's news.
Also, be sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and Instagram at WRED-TV. You can check us out on our website at the same handle, WRED-TV.com, for more content and find out how you can be part of our production family. From all of us here, I'm Jariah McCray.
And I'm Emma Essian. Thank you all for tuning into our first show of the semester. Here's to a successful year. This was the Eye of the Storm.